What's going on YouTube? Ferocity here. I hope you guys are doing well. It's always a tough day where you have to face the truth of your favorite franchise. The truth is that Call of Duty is officially done. I don't think we'll ever get back to the quality that the games used to be. We'll never get back to the dedication that the developers once used to have. We've traded all that in favor of quick cash from a high turnover of a community. A community that was once devoted and dedicated and loyal. And instead now it's all about fast cash and getting as many people to buy as many skins as possible and really do nothing on the back end to retain them. And that's where my frustration lies now with Call of Duty. Is for so long I thought that if we rallied the community together, if we criticize the developers at some point, that would warrant some change. But it's clear that change isn't coming. It's clear that Call of Duty is going to continue down this path of poor quality and microtransactions. And I'm all for the game actually making money. I'm all for the game injecting microtransactions if the game was good. I've said this from the beginning. I want to support Call of Duty. I want to give money to the developers. But show me that you're willing to commit to the quality of the game. That's what I want to see. I want to see commitment to the quality of the game. I just don't see it. I do not see any of that commitment from the developers, from the publishers, and honestly, from a lot of you in this community. There's no commitment to actually help make this game better. You guys are more or less complacent with it just being bad. So much so that this tweet resonated so much with me, and it's really sad. It's a quote tweet from Charlie Intel. And they are quote tweeting Call of Duty fanatics. I'm going to throw it all up on screen right here. Hashtag Activision hiring people who worked as developers in Fortnite is the biggest mistake they made. This sad devotion to revamping franchise into a Call of Fortnite is actually making me sick. And it's the picture of the rubber duck. You guys don't have to guess what my opinion on this is. I'm sure you already know. But Charlie Intel makes this point. These non-mil-sim bundles in Call of Duty are usually the best selling bundles in the game. So it clearly is what the actual players who are spending money in the game want. There you have it, guys. That's the truth. Trees, woodland creatures, and now rubber ducks is what the community wants. Those that are spending money are showing Activision that they don't care if you release an update that is completely broken. They're still going to support you. They don't care that nothing fundamentally to the back end of their servers or to matchmaking or to the spawns was done during this last update because they want a rubber duck skin. That's what they want because, again, it is all about what my player looks like. The player that I can't see, mind you. Remember that. Remember, anytime you buy a skin in Call of Duty, you can't physically see your character except in the load screen when it works because this game is so bad. It is the only game that I have ever played that consistently needs to restart upon an update. The only one I know of, in fact. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Apex does it. Maybe Fortnite does it. I don't really know. I've never encountered it. But that's what we support. We support these inflated file sizes. Absolutely nonsensical file sizes. And we say it's okay. You can bloat my computer. You can bloat my system with your terrible game. With your lack of quality control, your lack of vision, and your lack of innovation. Because I want a rubber ducky. And that's the problem right there. This community is more committed to how their character looks than to how the game plays. And because of that, Call of Duty is done. It's over. Why would they have any incentive? Why would Activision ever have any incentive to make the game better? They're making the money. They know what the player base cares about. They know that the player base would rather look like trees and animals and rubber ducks than actually have a functional game with a good matchmaking system, with good servers, and hit registration, and spawns. They know what the players want, and they're just catering to that. They're catering to these microtransactions, to these kids that aren't technically even allowed to buy the game without mommy and daddy, but that's fine. That's who they want to cater the game to. Because heaven forbid, sticking to an identity and maybe building a very loyal community out of that. Because I'll tell you this, I don't think the community they have built right now is anywhere near as loyal as the original Call of Duty community that came up was playing COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1. Do you know why? Because those were great games and they built a foundation and they insulated it and they ensured that it was not going to crumble. The foundation they've built now with the current run of games is crumbling. And it shows every single time they put a new update out. And they are banking on people ignoring that, pretending it doesn't exist. That's what they care about. That's what they hope for. They would far rather you just never criticize them. Never be critical of them. Just buy. We're going to continue to put out bad update after bad update after bad update. They want to see how long this is going to last because it's making them money. It's making them revenue. Is it making them a good game? Is it making them a good franchise? No. But they're making money. They have no incentive to change. That's what makes all of this so sad. I would love to see some change. I'd love to see them address the cheaters. I'd love to see them follow through with some of their conversations, transparency and all. But they don't have to. And we're incentivizing that. We're telling them they don't have to. The fact that people are going to flock to buy this rubber duck skin is more than enough evidence to show you everything you need to know when it comes to Call of Duty and its current fan base. They are more concerned about how their character looks than how the game plays. And that's it. We're seeing the downfall of Call of Duty in front of our eyes. Now, it's going to be a slow, painful death because of the fact that there is going to be enough people continuing to support this, but it is dying. It really is. And we see it with every new update, what they break. I said it in multiple videos. I was expecting them to break something. And they did. They didn't surprise me. Nothing Call of Duty does anymore surprises me. What would surprise me is them actually releasing something of quality. Something that's been assured by their developers to actually be innovative. That would surprise me. Not what they've been releasing. The fact they're putting rubber ducks into the game, that doesn't surprise me. It's the logical next step. They're going to see how far they can go to continue to take money in from these morons that want to support this game. That's what you are if you're supporting a game. Like, have fun all you want. Spend the money the way you want to spend your money. But you're not helping the game get better. You're not making the game better. Your fun is going to slowly decline over time as you start to recognize that the game's quality is diminishing every single time you play it. Every single new release. You cannot argue with me that these games in any way, shape, or form resemble their predecessors, resemble the golden era of Call of Duty at all. Because they don't. They don't. They're such hollow shells. They're such greedy shells of their former selves. Sure, it has the moniker of Call of Duty. Sure, it acts to try to be a military simulator. But it doesn't do that. It doesn't follow that identity. And it doesn't follow the overall quality that those games had. Like I always said, Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. These games all had their problems. They all had issues. But the good always outweighed the bad. And that's what kept people coming back for more. There was a wealth of content in the game. There was always reasons to play. I have a tough time finding reasons to play Call of Duty right now. I mean, I can't go on a prestige grind because I earn nothing for it. Ooh, wow, level 250, cool. I don't care. I don't know what value that instills with me. I'd far rather, prestige through the ranks. It was something to work towards. My incentive for that is gone. I don't really care about any of the challenges or the camos or any of those rewards because I can't earn anything of value or significance. It seems everything that is somewhat okay or worthy of my time is locked behind a paywall, so there's no value there. And that's what we are with Call of Duty now. Everything that could be cool to earn is just purchasable. And that's the only way to get it, is to buy it. Even these event camos that they bring out aren't very good and pale in comparison to what you can buy. And it showcases that they don't really want you spending time on the game. They would far rather you just buy things. They boasted about those metrics, when the game launched. Notice how they're not talking about it now, but they boasted about those metrics. And they were very proud of the fact that Call of Duty was being more played than ever. Is that still the case? Because I don't think there's anything in this game that will retain players for the long haul. It's definitely not the matchmaking. It's definitely not the spawn system. It's definitely not the hit registration or the servers. It's none of that stuff. The gameplay has already gotten stagnant, and all of that is because of the lack of innovation that we see here in Modern Warfare 3. Creating a direct sequel to MW2 a year later just showcases the peak laziness that Activision is at right now, that Call of Duty is at right now. But you guys are incentivizing it. You guys are telling them it's okay. When they release a rubber duck skin and you flock to buy it, you're the problem. As Call of Duty follows this long, painful death, I think you guys will have to realize at some point that buying these skins and having that instant gratification of playing as a rubber ducky was the downfall of Call of Duty. That's where we're at now. And it sucks to say it, but it's better that I realize it now than later. I think I'm going to buy Call of Duty Golf 4, Black Ops Golf 4, whatever, just because it's a Treyarch game, and I normally have more fun in Treyarch games than I do any other developer. But I don't think I'm buying another Call of Duty after that. I think they have lost me as a customer just because of this consistent negligence and this consistent decay of their identity and the overall quality of the game. Unless something drastic changes, which would be so shocking, I don't see this community getting back to where it used to be. Like, this community used to be vibrant. It used to be full of people that were excited and would understand criticism and not take it so personally. But now when you criticize Call of Duty, so many people take it as a personal attack. It's my favorite game, don't attack it. No, the game is fundamentally bad. It is built upon a bad foundation, and its sole purpose is for you to buy microtransactions that make you look like a rubber duck. That's what its purpose is now. It's not there to be a military shooter. It's not even there for you to play it. They just want you to spend money. They could not care less if you played the game or not. So go ahead, invest in the skins that are out there, because I'm sure they'll be available for you to use in 2 to 3 years' time. I'm sure they won't lock those down, making this purchase absolutely worthless. But that's it. That's it for me ranting today. I've had enough. I've had enough of this franchise. I've had enough of this game. And honestly, cannot wait for X Defiant. Can it please come out tomorrow? But that's it for today's video. I thank you guys very much for watching. Would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comment section regarding everything we've talked about today. So, hope to see you guys on the next one. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.